So definitely read the ingredients to make sure you're not sensitive to any of those. Did you just hear someone at the door? I think someone's at the door. Guess what just arrived? Hi everyone, I'm Roberta. I'm a registered dietitian nutritionist with 25 years experience teaching outpatient hospital-based nutrition for weight loss, heart health, and diabetes. My setup looks a little bit different this time because I needed a table for all of my protein powders. Yes, this is everything I have in my kitchen. In today's video, we're going to talk about who needs to use protein powders, what your body does with protein, how much protein do you need, the types of protein powders, what you should look for on the label, where to buy the protein powders, and what to do with them. Okay, first topic of the video, who needs to be using protein powder? Well, nobody needs to be using protein powder if you can eat all the protein that you require in a day. So right off the bat, nobody needs protein powder. However, it's a great supplement if you're not able to eat all the protein you need, whether you have problems with your teeth, or you're ill and you don't feel like eating, or you're an athlete and you need a quick absorbing protein after a workout, or maybe you just want a change of pace and have something different. Topic number 2, what does your body do with all the protein that it requires? Well, every cell in your body has protein. Also, you need protein to repair tissue and organs. You need protein to make hormones like estrogen, testosterone, insulin. Insulin is a hormone. You need protein to make enzymes like digestive enzymes. You need protein for your antibodies that help you fight off viruses. And protein is even a source of energy, although the body's primary source of energy is carbohydrate. So how much protein do you need in a day? Well, you can calculate that either based on the number of calories you eat in a day or based on your weight. If you calculate it based on your calories, the dietary guidelines for Americans says that we need 10 to 35% of our calories coming from protein. If instead you calculate it based on your weight, Harvard Medical School says that our daily protein requirement is 1 to 1.5 grams per kilogram of our adjusted body weight. I used these in the protein video that I did a while back, and so if you want to watch that to learn more about how much you need, you can check that out, but this is a nice general reminder. I converted kilograms to pounds, so grab your calculator and see what is 0.45 to 0.68 grams per pound of your adjusted body weight. That's what you need in protein. 0.45 to 0.68 grams of protein you need per pound of adjusted body weight. In that protein video, it talks about how to calculate your adjusted body weight. If you're at the weight you want to be, then the adjusted body weight is your current weight. If you're currently working on losing weight, then the adjusted body weight is somewhere between your current weight and your goal weight. So Harvard also says that there is no reliable scientific data that suggests or supports protein intake that's over 2 grams per kilogram of body weight, adjusted body weight, which is 0.91 grams per pound. So grab that calculator again and figure what is 0.91 grams times how much you weigh. There's no reason to go over that. If you don't want to calculate anything, I'll tell you that the general recommendation that's given for people over 65, and I focus on people over 65 because over 1/3 of people over 65 are protein deficient. The doctors who work with patients who are over 65 say that they need about 70 to 90 grams of protein a day. 70 to 90 grams. So hopefully you'll take some time this week and see, do you get 80 grams of protein a day? Because 80 is right there in the middle. I myself need 80 to 100 grams of protein a day. So what I do is I make sure that at breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack, I have 20 grams of protein each time. So by the end of the day, I'll have at least the 80 grams of protein. So maybe you want to try that too. Make sure that at breakfast, lunch, dinner, you always have at least 20 grams of protein, and then maybe you have a snack of eating something that's 20 grams of protein, or you have a protein shake. But always check with your personal dietitian and physician to make sure that you're not going over your personal protein requirement, because excess protein can lead to kidney disease, liver disease, higher risks of cancer, a faster progression to coronary artery disease if you're having predominantly animal protein with high saturated fat. Excess protein can also lead to constipation, diarrhea, and even weight gain if the protein is contributing to you eating excess amounts of calories. Next topic, types of protein powders. They fit into two categories. Does it come from an animal or does it come from a plant? When you look at the amino acids that make up the different protein powders, they do have different balances. However, if you eat a variety of protein throughout the day, it really doesn't matter what kind of protein you use. Again, as long as you have a variety of protein, you should get a good balance of all the amino acids that make up the protein. So what do I have in my cupboard? I have pea protein, hemp protein. This one I use the most. I need another one. Whey protein. This is whey protein isolate, and pumpkin seed protein. I do not recommend one brand over another. I'm constantly ordering new things, and yes, I do pay for them myself. I don't get free products. I'm constantly ordering new things because I'm curious what they taste like and if I prefer one over another. So let's talk a little bit about the whey proteins, because there's whey protein, as you can see, and there's whey protein isolate. You'll also see whey protein concentrate. Whey protein, if the label just says whey protein, that is whey protein concentrate. In this table, we're comparing a 100-calorie serving of whey protein isolate and whey concentrate. They're both from dairy, but the whey isolate is a little bit more processed to remove a bit more of the lactose, fat, and carbs, and resulting in a slightly higher protein product. Because of this, the cost is a little bit more expensive than the whey concentrate. So whey protein is the fastest absorbing protein. That's why a lot of bodybuilders use the whey protein right after their workout. It absorbs in about 20 minutes, so it's rapidly repairing the muscle tissue. But whey protein also causes the body to release the most insulin when it comes to protein powders. A lot of people don't realize we release insulin not just with eating sugar or carbohydrate, but we also release insulin with protein. And so whey protein has the highest insulin release. It gets absorbed the fastest, and that's why you might be hungry very soon after having a whey protein shake. You could slow down the absorption with including fat in your shake and see if that works, or you could have casein. Casein is also a dairy product. From milk, we get whey and casein. Casein is used to make cheese curds, which is the solid cheese, like hard cheese or those solid pieces that you see in cottage cheese or ricotta cheese. You can also buy casein powders. Those are considered slow absorbing protein powders. Casein and egg white protein are the slowest absorbing, so they tend to keep people feeling fuller longer. Some people will do a blend of whey and casein protein powder, so they get a fast absorbing protein mixed with a slow absorbing protein. Now let's look at some of the plant protein powders that I have. I know a lot of people like pea protein powder. You just have to try the different protein powders and see what tastes good to you. I'm more a fan of the whey protein. I wanted to try this hemp protein because it's high in fiber. It has 6 grams of fiber in each serving, but I found that I'm not a big fan of the taste. It smells like pumpkin seeds, actually. It smells like pumpkin seeds, but it doesn't taste like pumpkin seeds to me. If you can see it, it just smells like pumpkin seed, like I said, but it doesn't taste like pumpkin seed. It's like an earthy taste. And then, of course, the pumpkin seed, it's funny, this to me does not smell like pumpkin seed, and it's very green, but it tastes really good in oatmeal, I think. But you just have to try them, and you just have to try them for yourself and see what you like. When it comes to the taste of protein powders, it's really very individual. You won't really know if you like it unless you try it first. So you might want to check with the store that you get it from, what their return policy is, if you can return the product if you don't like the taste of it. You can get it in the store. I've seen protein powders at the grocery store, at Target, Walmart, vitamin stores. You can purchase them online. Someone told me about a place called VitaCost. That's where I got these from. Actually, I put in another order because I'm running out of this one. So VitaCost, that's an online store. You can go to Amazon. You can go to the manufacturer's websites. There's so many places online. I couldn't possibly tell you all of them because I don't know all of them. But if you know of any good places to order protein powders, definitely write it in the comments. Help us all to learn more places where we can buy good priced protein powders. And another point, what should you look for on the label of the protein powder? If your goal is weight loss or weight maintenance, look at the calories. It shouldn't have more than about 150 calories per serving. Look at the protein. You want about 20 to 25 grams of protein. Look at the carbohydrate. You don't want more than about 5 grams of carbohydrate. And of course, read the ingredients to make sure that there isn't anything in there that you might be sensitive to. Like this one has stevia in it, and I seem to be developing an allergy to stevia. I primarily order things that are unsweetened because the sweetened varieties have either stevia or monk fruit, xylitol, mannitol, and my preference is just unsweetened. So definitely read the ingredients to make sure you're not sensitive to any of those. Did you just hear someone at the door? I think someone's at the door. Hang on a second. Guess what just arrived? You get to see, I have so many protein powders as it is. You get to see what I ordered. Okay. I wanted to try 4 more protein powders. My egg white protein powder has arrived. I get to try that one. Here is my new replacement to this one. Yay. What else did I get? Whey protein isolate, which is what this one is, but I wanted to see how this compares. And I have one last one. Well, it's whey protein concentrate, which is identical to this, but I just wanted to try this brand because I was curious how it compares to this one. So what's the easiest way to use these protein powders? The easiest way is just to mix them with water or almond milk or soy milk. If you use cow's milk, remember that has more protein and carbohydrate in it. The way that I use my protein powders is that if I'm having cereal in the morning with almond milk, I'll use a scoop of protein powder in the cereal. Or if I'm having oatmeal, after I put the oatmeal in my bowl, then I'll put the protein powder in the bowl. I found that with some of the whey protein powders, if I put it in the pan, then it coagulates and gets very lumpy. But my new favorite way to use my whey protein powders is making protein pudding, and I'll show you that in another video. So if you have some favorite ways that you use your protein powders, put that in the comments so that we can all learn from your experience. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you learned something new. Keep track of your protein this week to see if you get at least 80 grams of protein. Please subscribe so I can keep bringing you videos. Hit the like if you liked it. Hit the bell notification if you want to be notified when the next video comes out. And until next time, take good care of yourself. Bye.